Last week, I flew out to London and spent 72 hours with some 26-year-olds making like 10 plus million every single year. And these guys, I have no doubt in my mind, will be future billionaires. And I learned some lessons that absolutely blew me away. And I want to share them with you guys today. So this is what I learned from future billionaires. And what you're going to expect is not what you're going to get. Because what you might think success is, it's all about these marketing trends, the latest business model or hack. You're gonna go and learn these like sales ninja tactics. But I realized that it's so much deeper than that. And those things are never gonna make you a billionaire. They might make you a little bit of money here and there, but it's not gonna make you $1 billion. And so what I learned from these guys changed the way I see everything. So I wanna tell you about it today. And the first is that these guys are 1000% fluid. Now, what I mean by this is you have these set in stone beliefs right now. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, or someone says, oh, you have to do this, and you're like, I can't do that. I can't sing cold outreach. I can't do this. Like, that's a really trite example, but that's what you guys are struggling with. And these guys do not care. Like, they have made themselves 1000% fluid. It's like that one guy from that movie Sky High who would turn into goop. Like, he would just be a person, he would just turn into goop. It was the most like useless superpower ever, but they ended up like saving them at the end of the movie. It's the same thing, right? These guys can just completely become just formless. And what I mean is, whatever goal they have, they just adapt to it. Like, it just doesn't matter. And so if they need to become extroverted, they just become super extroverted. If they need to become a YouTuber, they just completely become a YouTuber. And this is allowing them to hit any goal that they set. So whether it be 10K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month, $10 million a month, they just change. So it's like at some point in the future, they're gonna have to become like next level investors to actually hit $1 billion, right? Or to create some kind of insanely cash intensive, like on the upfront software or something. And I guarantee that they will if they don't die. Just because of like being around them, like frick me, dude, they're just next level. And the lesson you can take away from that is you have got to change to adapt to your goal. If your goal needs you to create 10 pieces of content a day, then become someone who creates 10 pieces of content a day. Like, that's how you really make insane progress. And so I took away so many lessons from that, and so many things that I've been set in my ways, like, oh, I'm this type of person, I can't do that. I'm this person, that's not gonna work for me. Frick that. If the goal needs you to do something, then you have to change and do it, or else you're not gonna hit the goal. And that's huge. This goes far beyond any marketing tactic. You have to change. You have to change. It's like, naturally, guys, if you were to ask my parents, if I was in middle school, if I would ever be someone who posts content 10 times a day and is like a social media influencer or whatever, they would have laughed. Because I was fat, I was just overweight, chubby, shy. I was scared to talk to waiters at restaurants. But over time, like, frick it. I know I have to do this in order to reach my goals, in order to influence as many people as I want to influence and change as many lives as I want to change. So I do it, and I'm getting better at it every single day. And so you have got to adapt the same thing. If you want to make 10K a month and you're like, I don't know how to find a niche, well, you better freaking figure it out. Or else, like, the goal doesn't care. The goal has no emotions. It doesn't care about you. It just, all it matters is that you do the stuff that the goal requires. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if they don't know how to do something, instead of like wallowing around in all this self-pity and doing all this useless stuff that like distracts them from what they need to actually be doing, they just find someone who's done what they want to do and pay them or beg them to show them how to do it. That is how you get ahead in life. And all you guys will be like, I don't want to buy an online course. Online courses are scammy. I'm scared to do this. Like, what if I don't get my money back? Who cares, bro? You have to find someone who's done what you want to do and ask them how to do it. I mean, it's that simple. Like, if you really think about it, you're like, wow, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, back in the day, I used to play RuneScape a lot. And on RuneScape, you had these different quests. And when a new quest would come out, it would take someone 5 hours just to do the quest. But then that person would make a guide on how to do it, and everybody else, for the rest of time, who looked up that guide, it would take them 15 minutes. And that's how life works. There's people who figured out exactly what you want to do. And so why sit here and spend 2 years figuring it out when you could just pay someone to show you how to do it? And I know this sounds great from a guy who sells coaching, but I don't sell coaching because of I don't say that because I sell coaching. I sell coaching because it's the truth, right? Because of that statement. So because I know the best way to help people is to like have someone, it's pay someone to show you what to do, that's what you do. And I literally have done this twice this month, and it's been insane. So I paid a speaking coach multiple $1,000s to start coaching me every week on speaking. Hopefully you can already hear a little bit of improvements. It's gonna get crazy in the next couple months. And also I'm paying a biohacking coach, like 5 figures, to just dial in my health. And I've learned things. I've been obsessed with health for 10 years, and I thought I knew everything. I've learned a astronomical frick ton of stuff about health in a matter of 3 weeks. Like, it's absolutely insane. So instead of sitting here in pain and being a loser, letting your ego get in the way, just find someone who's done what you want to do, have humility, and ask them to help you, or pay them to help you. Whatever you have to do, just pay them to help you. It's like an old Hormozy quote says, it's like not knowing how to make $1 million a year is costing you $1 million a year. So if you have to pay someone $10,000 to help you, to show you how to do that, then bro, you better do it. Anyways, so that's what I learned from them. The last thing is kind of going back to the first point. You are the person who gets the results. It's not the business model. It's not any of this other garbage. It's you. And so if you are not doing what you want to do right now, like if you're not making 10K a month right now, it's because you can't. And what you have to do is you have to change. You have to evolve into a totally different person in order to hit that kind of goal. And so right now, you probably lack consistency. You lack understanding of niche and offer. You don't send any outreach. Like, you're scared of sending outreach. Like, all of these things that you consider you just have to change, because you're never going to hit that goal unless you become the next person. So yeah, those are the 3 things I would say is you have to be fluid, and then you need to just find someone who's done what you want to do and pay them to do it, or ask them to help you do it. That's how you get ahead really fast in life. And the last thing is you got to change who you are. You have to change your beliefs. You don't have to change everything, guys, but like when it comes to that goal, you've got to change. And so who you are right now cannot achieve your goals, or else you would have already done it. So focus on becoming the person who can achieve that goal and not the latest marketing tactic. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys, and hope you get to understand some of this. Most of you guys will just click off and go watch the latest business model to use in 2024. But those of you who actually kind of take a lesson from this video, hopefully it's going to save you years of time, because I know it's going to help me like astronomically taking away these lessons from the mastermind. So love you guys. Leave a comment, whatever, something you learned, and see you next time.